What if I told you the first 60 minutes of your day are more powerful than the next 23 hours combined? That the habits you build before most people even open their eyes could literally add years to your life? This isn't motivational fluff. This is biology. This is science. And today we're going deep. 8 morning habits, backed by the world's top longevity researchers, practiced by people living well into their 90s and beyond. Stick with me for the next 15 minutes, and you will never look at your morning the same way again. Let's get into it. Scientists who study the world's longest lived populations, people in places like Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, and Nicoya, Costa Rica, call these regions blue zones. And here's what's fascinating. Despite being separated by thousands of miles in different cultures, these populations share remarkably similar daily rituals. Their mornings are not chaotic. They're not checking phones the second they wake up. They're not rushing out the door with a coffee in hand. They move with intention. They connect with nature. They nourish their bodies before the demands of the day hit. Meanwhile, research from the National Institutes of Health shows that poor morning habits, chronic sleep disruption, and high-stress beginnings are directly linked to accelerated cellular aging. In other words, how you start your day is how you start your life. Here are the 8 habits that can change everything. Habit number 1. And honestly, this might be the most powerful thing on this entire list. Get outside within 30 minutes of waking up. Stanford neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman has called morning sunlight exposure the single most important thing you can do for your health. And the science backs that up completely. Here's what happens when natural light hits your retinas in the morning. It sends a signal directly to your brain's suprachiasmatic nucleus, your master biological clock. This one signal sets off a cascade of hormonal events. Cortisol, your body's natural energizer, peaks at exactly the right time. Melatonin, your sleep hormone, gets programmed to release at night, hours later. Your core body temperature follows the right rhythm. Your digestion syncs up. Your mood stabilizes. All of this from just stepping outside for 10 to 30 minutes. And here's the kicker. It works even on cloudy days, because outdoor light is still 10 to 50 times more intense than indoor lighting. This single habit alone can transform your sleep, energy, and focus. No alarm clock hacks, no supplements, just go outside. Let the light in. Habit number 2, before your coffee, before your phone, before you do anything, drink water. While you sleep, your body loses roughly 1 full liter of water. You wake up dehydrated every single morning, and most people reach for coffee, a diuretic, first thing. Chronic mild dehydration, even at just 1 to 2%, has been shown to accelerate cellular aging, impair kidney function, and reduce cognitive performance. The fix is beautifully simple. Drink 16 to 24 ounces of water, add a pinch of mineral salt for electrolyte balance, or half a lemon for vitamin C. Your cells have been waiting all night for this. Give them what they need first. The coffee can wait 5 minutes. Your hydration cannot. The centenarians of Okinawa don't run marathons. They don't do HIIT at 5 a.m. They do something far more sustainable. They move gently every single morning. Tai Chi, yoga, a quiet walk, light stretching. Activities that get the body flowing without creating excessive physiological stress. Here's what this does at a biological level. It activates your lymphatic system, the body's waste removal network. It lubricates your joints with synovial fluid and reduces stiffness. It lowers cortisol far more effectively than scrolling. Studies on blue zone populations identify daily low-intensity movement as a key longevity variable. You don't need a gym. You need 5 minutes on your floor or backyard. Move your body gently. Wake it up with kindness. It will carry you further as a result. Here's a longevity fact. Muscle mass is one of the strongest predictors of all-cause mortality after the age of 50. Muscle is your longevity insurance. And it starts at breakfast. Leading researchers like Dr. Don Layman have shown that getting 30 to 40 grams of protein at breakfast triggers muscle protein synthesis. Your body actively building muscle tissue. Do this every morning and you are literally building a longer-lived body. What does it look like? Eggs with Greek yogurt, a protein smoothie, or smoked salmon with cottage cheese. Skip this and you are in a catabolic state, breaking muscle down. Breakfast is not optional for longevity. and protein is the non-negotiable ingredient. Harvard University has been running the longest study of adult happiness in history, since 1938. And the conclusion is this: emotional well-being predicts a long life more than genetics. One of the most evidence-backed tools is journaling. A 5-minute practice down-regulates the amygdala, your brain's fear center. It primes your brain for calm, focused action. It puts you in charge of your emotional state before the world hijacks it. Gratitude isn't soft science. Gratitude is neuroscience. It reduces inflammatory markers. It is directly linked to longer telomeres, the biological measure of cellular aging. 5 minutes, a pen, a page. That's all it takes to start changing your lifespan. This one might be the hardest, and most important. Do not pick up your phone for the first 60 minutes of your day. Protect your brain's most precious state. In the hypnopompic state, your brain is in a theta wave pattern, creative and receptive. Checking email spikes cortisol and trains your nervous system for reactive stress. Over years, this pattern accelerates aging and erodes the deep thinking that protects cognitive longevity. Guard your first hour like it belongs to you, because it does. Use it for sunlight, water, movement, and journaling. Then, and only then, open your notifications. Protect your mornings. And you protect your mind. If you want one form of exercise longevity scientists agree on, it is Zone 2 cardio. Exercising at a pace where you can hold a full conversation. Not gasping, comfortably effortful. Zone 2 specifically builds mitochondrial density. Dr. Peter Attia calls mitochondrial health the central pillar of longevity. Decline is linked to heart disease and cognitive decline. Morning Zone 2 also releases BDNF, miracle grow for the brain. It repairs neurons and protects against Alzheimer's. 20 to 45 minutes. A walk, a ride, a jog. Building a brain designed to last. All right, last habit. This one has the steepest entry cost, but the payoff is extraordinary. Cold water exposure, even just 2 to 3 minutes at the end of your shower. Cold exposure triggers a 200 to 300% increase in norepinephrine and dopamine for hours. It makes you more alert, motivated, and emotionally stable throughout the day. It activates brown adipose tissue, fat that burns energy to generate heat, improving insulin sensitivity. It's a direct weapon against the biological aging of elevated blood sugar. Research found people who took daily cold showers reported 29% fewer sick days. Start with 30 seconds. The discomfort is the stimulus. Your biology might respond. 8 habits, all free, all backed by science. Sunlight, hydration, movement, protein, journaling, no phone. Zone 2, cold shower. Build your morning intentionally. Longevity is not an accident. It is not luck. It is a decision made every single morning. Before the world asks anything of you, what will your decision be tomorrow? If this video gave you value, hit that like button. Subscribe for weekly deep dives on longevity. I'll see you in the next one.